Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. So, this video, nothing too crazy. I'm just opening up a lot of the crystals that I'm sitting on. I'm going to try to get to 1,000. I don't want this to be an hour-long video. I'll gauge it around the 15-minute mark. Because that's, yeah, depending on how many crystals I have close to the 15-minute mark, we'll see if we can go to 20. But let's start opening these bad boys up. There we go. So I'm fairly close to another 5-star. I'm certain I'll get at least one 5-star by the time this video, enough for one 5-star by the time this video is open. By the time this video is over. I want to open a 5-star. Getting excited. Getting a little ahead of myself. And when it comes to the 5-stars, I think what everyone's trying to do is get to, Decepticon wise, get to a God Neptune. All the pieces of God Neptune should be 5-stars, so we can unlock the 5-star God Neptune at some point. I don't think Space Ape is making a separate event for that. Feels like it's just going to be a normal upgrade. They'll just, if you have all the pieces, I mean, they've said it before, if you have all the pieces, they'll just probably let you unlock him through, like, what do you call that, Energon. I want to say it's going to be similar to how they do Overlord, but I guess we will eventually find out at some point. The question is, what are they going to do for God Neptune and Ruination for that point? Like, what's that new ability going to be? So what I think should happen, right? What I'm hoping for, I'm just missing Breakdown Prime, and recently they had an endurance event for Bomb Burst. So Bomb Burst is not out here yet. That's going to take some time. They'll first release his bundle probably, like 2-3 weeks from now, within a month. Probably about a month. And then sometime after that is when they will put him into the free crystals. But Breakdown Prime is in the in the crystals from this point, so fingers crossed I get him. And then when Bomb Burst bundle come out, I'll just get him that way, and then I can open up this chest of a guaranteed 4-star, guaranteed no dupe 4-star. The reason I haven't opened this up yet is because if I did, of course I'd get who I'm missing. That's not the problem, right? But if you have every 4-star, you would get 500 5-star shards, versus like if you get like a duplicate 4-star, you only get 180 crystals. So that's a really cool way of rewarding people who got everybody. That means they whether it's played the game for tons of time, year on end, or just spending money, they got everybody. So that's a cool reward on their part. They could have just doubled it, made it 300, but they made it 500. And if it's not, no, I'll complain. I'll complain out loud. I won't complain to them. Because what was it? I remember when they first introduced it, it wasn't 500. They changed it like a little bit later. Really, just the gold? So the longest part of this is the connecting part. I wish it was faster, like dispatch crates, but it's not. What what you know what I should have done, right? Now I'm kind of kicking myself. If I waited like the 6 weeks for them to release Bomb Burst into the general one, right? Then what could I have done? I could have improved my chances of getting both of them, right? Does that make sense? Because right now, all these crystals can only get me one guy. But if two are in the pot, right, that improves my chances, right? Like, okay, I'm more likely to get one of the two. Versus how now it's like I'm only having the chance to get one. But because only one is in the pot, my chances are improved, right? It flip flops both ways. 1991, that was a great year. Are those Gen Zers now? Now they're old. They're old with kids. Their parents, majority of them, because they'd be in their 30s somewhere, right? Sorry, that was a side thing. Every time I see 19 whatever, especially from like the 70s and upward, makes me think about somebody's year of birth. That's all. What'll be nice would be if they gave me character crystals of Breakdown Prime. So far, I haven't seen any. I hate to buy a bundle to get him. That'd be very annoying. We can check how many crystals we have of him later. All of a sudden, I got this like emotional rush of depression thinking about buying both. Oh, I can just do it that way? Ooh, really? I didn't know that. They just open up one? It opened up 10. That's interesting. Alright, so at least that's going to save me a couple of screen taps, right? I didn't know that. Just open more. But what I was saying was I'd have to buy 2 bundles to get every 4-star, which would stink. And it's never like, oh, okay, just a $10 bundle. And even though $10 may not seem like a lot, think about it. That's 2 bundles, right? And it's not even for a guaranteed chance of getting someone. It's for a possibility of getting someone. I feel like I mathed it differently in my head. Not buying the bundles, but, unlocking somebody. Let's see. I think I already... What was it? Yeah, on my main account, because I want that one to be my collection account. I was lucky enough to get somebody I was missing. I was only missing, I think, like 6 guys on that account. Now I'm missing 5. So I think maybe I might have gotten lucky over there. Dirtbag I like. He's kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's right. They made a G1 course for a handful of people. I forgot about that. And they inadvertently showed off a 5-star version of... I forgot his alt. Off the top of my head, I forgot it, unfortunately. And some of us thought that meant that he was going to come in the next 5-star batch. But they quickly said, like they have a 5-star of everyone. It's that they just don't plan on releasing a 5-star for everyone immediately, whether it's a rollout or a legacy batch update. Because they, by doing that, right, by not having a 5-star immediately in the beginning of everybody, they now have the ability to make an event for a retro legacy upgrade. That's more money for people to spend. And even though the event isn't as expensive, right? I think like when they do like an endurance event, every person on a 40-man team has to get 88,000, right? But for these legacies, they shrink it down to 70, which is a lot more manageable. And at some point, those legacy guys are going to come to a legacy batch. So, question is, do you want to put in that effort that weekend or wait for them to come to a batch? That's something that everybody else has to weigh out. I don't know at what point I turned into, you know, and it's hard for me to say. I always called that account the collector, right? But I think after I got every 4-star was when I was just like, all right, I guess the next logical step is trying to get every 5-star, right? And calling myself a collector means I have to collect them all. And that's just for this game. It's just going to be sad that, you know, like who knows when it'll end up happening. They're doing the 8-year anniversary. It's within this saga. I don't know if it's this. I think it's next month, not this month. So it's just like, all right, we are 8 years in, and since it's a games as a service type of title, like it's expensive. And when you look at like the global rankings, like those top 25 people, they, you know, to compete with themselves to, and I don't know what the thought process is the thought process, I want to be better than everyone else, I want everything, I need to keep my ranking. I don't know what that thought process is, but geez, you know. And I know those top, especially the top, you know, like top 3 people, they're all competing with each other. And the only thing they can do is, you know, whether it's for medals, whether it's for collection, player strength, I don't know what it is, but they are spending lots of money to maintain where they stand. And that's what's keeping this game afloat, you know? I notice like a lot of the newer Transformers, they look a lot better than how like the original ones were made in Unity. And Unity's a game engine. And I forgot which stream it was on. It was when one of the newer guys came along. The older guys, they would load up something else to demo the game, right? They would load up whether it's BlueStack or maybe their own account. Who knows? They would load something else up, and it was a QA version of it. They would load that up, and we were like, "Oh, what is that? You know, like, can we get that? You know?" But then one of the newer guys, they loaded the game right from Unity, and that's where I was like, "Oh, so they use Unity to make this." Unity's a really good video game engine. Oh, and we can swipe that out of there. And I think that's why we see people have gotten better at, you know, making the in-game models. It would be great if, you know, they took it to like the next level and made it like super detailed. But a lot of this revolves around Hasbro, right? And them being a toy company, they want to, you know, sell toys. I'm assuming they get the best margins there. for the last couple of years, I believe they've been making a legacy line, and in that legacy line, they went to the War for Cybertron game, Fall of Cybertron, maybe too. And I'm a little surprised they didn't go into this game. So what that leads me to believe is that this game has a smaller niche. But when they come up with Hasbro, that is, when they come up with a new game, or I'm sorry, a new toy line, not a new game, a new toy line, we're kind of likely to see it here. And the examples are like how they released Nemesis and the Ark. It took some time, but it finally came to the game. And we can use the skins as another example. They have a War for Cybertron skin, which came from the Netflix series. So whatever's a little bit more mainstream will come down to the game. How often do they talk to Hasbro and have these conversations? That one I can't say. We know as a video game company they have certain strategies, and of course they want a ray blocker. And if something's profitable, they want to keep it afloat. Of course, they want more out of it. I wonder how it would be to turn, like what ended up happening with Forge to Fight, right? Like I don't know if it's the whole studio or just a team of people, or maybe maybe Netflix hired a bunch of new people just for it. But that was a gotcha game. They got moved. Those what do you call those? Those gotcha mechanics got taken out, and then the game was put into Netflix. I never got into Forge to Fight to know. I'd want to say that the development studio that was making that and stopped doing things on their part before it went to Netflix, they probably waited out and said, hey, we're not gonna get the money that they're asking for back anytime soon. There's different ways to look at it business wise, but is it doing as well being in Netflix's game section? I don't know. Like you went from like a wider audience to a narrow, is that even a word, narrower audience? Because now the only people that can play it are people who have Netflix, right? And if people weren't playing it with the gacha mechanics, would they come back to play it without the gacha mechanics? Not a question that I know. I know me personally, even though I downloaded it and tried it, the second I saw those crazy bundle prices, I was like, oh, I know exactly what this game is. I'm not gonna fall for another one. But all games seem like they're kind of going down this path. They're making it seem normal, which is very frustrating. Some game studios are kind of like holding steadfast on not doing it. A lot of Nintendo affiliates are not going down that path. A handful of like solo only, like single player only games on Sony, same idea. But as Microsoft is, Xbox is a part of Microsoft, and Microsoft is or has been moving away from products to services for a while now. They bought studios to get more into the mobile space because people would yell about how mobile is the future, And their monetization model on these games, again, those gacha mechanics, ouch. But they're all doing it. Sorry about that little bit of a rant. I know I said I'd revisit at 15 minutes, but because I was talking, I forgot. But let's see. So what I want to do is, let's get down to 1,000 chips. And then we'll call the video. Or probably not 1,000. We'll stop at 1,250-ish. Because there's other stuff I want to just take a look at, see where I stand with other crystals. Because unfortunately, like I said before, even though I'm just missing Breakdown Prime, I got a lot of dupes from the other section, so we need to open those bad boys up and then see what we get. You know what? Let's actually do that now. We'll stop right here. Let's see, what did we get? So we did get another 5-star. Got 20. So what is that, like 5 4 stars? Well, let's see where it goes. So this video is gonna probably go over 25 minutes. It's like watching a cartoon with, a 30-minute television show without the commercials. Some animes that I watch, like if you watch one on like Netflix, right? So I just said how like if you strip out the commercials, it's like a 25-minute show. But then like when you go to like Netflix and you hit the skip intro button, all of a sudden like, wait a second, like I used to watch this on TV for close to 30 minutes, and now this is like closer to 20 minutes. That's crazy, you know? The reason I opened up another one was because I was really close to another 3-star. So I might as well just get that 3-star. All right, there's the 3-star. All right. Let's now move to the 4s. Now what I have to kind of do is just weigh out if I should... You know what I should have done first? I should have opened up the 3-stars first, so I can, get the new tally of 4 stars and see how close I am to Overlord. They didn't say that they're gonna rework Overlord and Omega Supreme based on how powerful God Neptune and Ruination are. But they should. That's my 2 cents. Like whenever I can't go into a 25k zone with Omega Supreme, but I can with Ruination. I feel like they got to tweak so many different things, whether it's his damage, his health, his armor, maybe both, Yeah, I was kind of hoping. See, so where do I stand? Yeah, another one. 8,000. What do you guys think? So 8,000, huh? I have to look through which which legacy batch to look at. But with that being said, you can see right here, I'm sitting on 8,445 5-star shards. I need Cilia. I need a lot of different Transformers to make this a stronger team. Far away from another, well, not that far away. I'm, what is that, 2/3 of the way there to get another 5-star combat bot. The 140 chips I'm sitting on here isn't going to do the trick. That being said, I do want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any constructive criticism, go ahead and leave it down below. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. And you can see right here, I have another 1,300 crystals to go through. So feel free to, like hit that subscribe button so you can see that next video. Not sure when, but let me first see who the next 5-star should be. All right, have a good one, guys. Or yeah, I think I should. I'm gonna go for a 5-star Transformer instead of Overlord. We'll just call it that. Have a good one.